Okay, so your snowflake base, it's an amazing tempered steel. So this is super, super strong, which means that you can bend it reasonably easy. If you think of the sort of memory wire or the sort of strength of memory wire, that's what we get with these. So it's going to hold on to the shape beautifully. And we're going to attach our rivelis on now. I'm going to show you how to wire wrap these on. I am using a 0.3mm wire, but you can use 0.4, which is also on the website. So if you don't have any, then you can also grab that into your basket. So first of all, what we're going to do is attach this rivoli onto the very center. Now remember, when you add your rivoli into your basket, you will also get the option to attach the holder, which is this one here. And this actually has 4 holes running through it, 2 on either side. I'll use this to show you. So as you know, we would normally put these onto stretch elastic, onto tiger tail and such like. So I've got ones running through here and one's running through here. So I'm actually going to go diagonally through like so, so that I can get a straight line. So I've gone for the top right and the bottom left. That is going to attach it onto these spokes running through the very center. And we're not going to attach the rivoli on yet. We're going to leave this little beauty to the end. I'm going to take my wire and I'm just going to go through, like I said, bottom left and top right. That will enable me to get a straight line, because if I was to go horizontally through them, I would actually get a wonky finish, which we don't want. And then I'm going to hold that into the very center. So just centralize it to your star, like so. Just make sure it's in the middle. And then I'm just going to hold on to one side of the wire. We'll just secure this under my finger for now. And then this wire, I'm just lining up the hole with the actual spoke of the star. And I'm just going to wrap this around. Now, mine's a very thin wire. This is a 0.3. I'm wrapping it around and pushing it down. Wrapping it over, pushing it down. And when I'm wrapping, I'm using my index finger to make sure that it goes really nice and close around the top. And then I'm using my thumb just to pull that in. And that's giving me those very lovely, neat coils. And then we'll do the same on the top. So now's your time to position it. Make sure that you are in the middle. Pull this wire nice and tight, like so. And then index finger to wrap around, thumb to wrap over. So you see I'm just getting these really lovely coils and then pushing them in. You don't want too many, because we do also want to add on our beads. And because it's a nice thin wire and you've just got those lovely little coils, you should be able to push it just underneath the base of the rivoli holder, which will mean that we can then add our beads on and the wire itself isn't going to take up any space. And these make gorgeous gifts, giving tree decorations. That's what I'm doing this year, making tree decorations and gifting them. I'm actually making mine out of clay and adding on some lovely sparkle with some beads. But if my family and friends are watching, ignore that. Pushing those in, and so they make great gifts, and they are actually quick makes. Now that is enough to secure my rivoli holder on. So I'm just going to take my wire cutters and cut as flush as I can go. So I'm pushing down with my cutters, pulling up with my wire, and then I'm going to use my flat nose pliers just to give that a little squidge in, little pincy movements, just to make sure we've got no wire exposed. So there we go. That is secured onto the center. I'm not going to worry about the other hole, just the one will do, because when we add the beads on, they are also going to hold on to all of that and push it in. And then it's just a case of having fun with your pattern. So we're going to add beads on. I'll do these ones first. I'll do 2 spokes of this and then we'll get onto the tree topper, because I'm pretty sure we just want to go big, don't we? Big and sparkly. Pamela's saying, bit frosty here in Aberdeenshire. I bet that looks so beautiful. Good morning, Debbie. Hi, Jane. Hi, Gwen. Lovely, got you all. Let me know if you've got any questions. So you can use your seed beads as little stoppers down at the bottom. Oh, Angela says, sorry I'm late, Sarah. I thought it was Saturday. Angela, I have no idea what day it is. What day, what time? This week has been crazy. So I'm going to use my seed beads as my first beads. Now make sure, can you see there, if I push this down, my rivoli is going to move. So I'm just going to keep it centralized. So just make sure you've got an even amount of all of those little spokes of the stars coming along. I'm going to add on first of all my seed bead, then we're going to go up to a pearl. Now these are the 3mm pearls. If you ever struggle with smaller beads and actually getting them onto your wire, because I can't pick these up straight from the mat because they've got that pearl coating. Jane, you threw me off then. Jane said I was about to say it is Saturday. And I was thinking, is it Saturday? No, I'm sure I do these on Sunday. You guys could trick me here big time. So I'm going to go pearl. Then I'm going to go for an asteroid. And these have an amazing coating to them and finish. It's almost bobbly, but it means that it sparkles. It's just a pearl with texture. So you get that really lovely finish. So what I like to do with these, and it is completely personal preference, when I'm picking up the smallest of my beads, I pick them up, I don't worry about where the hole is, and I just roll them around in my fingers until that hole is exposed. So you can see you just roll it around until you find that hole, which will make it nice and easy. Now, I like to graduate my beads when I'm doing these snowflakes. So I'll go small pearl, large pearl, small pearl. Then I'm going to go for a seed bead in between, and then I'm going to switch to crystal. So then we'll go little crystal. Now, I'm not actually going to introduce my largest rondelles. Actually, or shall we? In which case, I want to swap these over. Okay, let's do this one a little bit different. I'm going to go crystal, then a large crystal. Now, with the snowflakes, just think about your proportions, and this is where aesthetically you're going to get the best result. So you can see I've gone the largest bead, and that's why I took my asteroid off, because my rondelle is bigger than my asteroid. So I want the centre to be big because I've got that rivoli, and as I start to work out, they're just going to taper off to smaller beads. So then we'll put on our seed bead, then we'll go back to the pearls, and you'll see that it's just going to give a much better finish. And that's what you want to think about when you're making them. So that, when we add this rivoli into the centre, is going to look beautiful. Okay, and then I'm going to finish with some crystal. So we'll do a seed bead in between. And I'm not going to add on my largest crystal. And can you see my rivoli holder is actually slid? So I'm just going to push that up. Perfect. And then I've got that little bit of exposed wire up at the top, just to make my little loop with. If it makes it easier, push those down for your first one. Okay, so round nose pliers to make our lovely little loops up at the top. Brenda says, I am trying to bead with a small cut right on top of my finger. Ouch. A bit awkward, but nearly done. Looking forward to a walk on the beach this afternoon. Brenda, I hope your finger gets better. I get really bad, like dry skin on my hands, just with all the antibac at the moment as well. And when I'm in the studio, God, I'm washing them and using antibac constantly. And they go all cracked and sore, don't they? Which is the worst thing when you're trying to use your hands. Now with these, you can actually make a nice little small loop up on top, like so. And then you can use your flat cutters to squidge that in, or you can just continue your entire loop. It's whatever works for your hands. If you can't get it completely closed, it's almost closed, and that is enough because my bead is big enough. But if you want it a little bit closer, I'm just going to hold this up so I don't. Just going to squidge that in. Now be careful with these, because what you don't want to do is damage the spikes at all. I've probably gone for a little bit of a large loop on there, which has off-centered this one, but that's fine. Now, because I've got my coils on this side, oh gosh, that's completely off. I can't have that. I'm going to take off this big crystal up at the top. Bear with. I'm trying to be very careful because, of course, it is a wire. So the more you work it, the more fragile it becomes. So what you don't want to do is overwork it so that these break. And it does take quite a lot to break these, I have to say. They are a super strong wire. I'm just going for, so now I'm just going to rebend this loop. I'm going for the tiniest tip of my plier so that I can get a really nice little accurate loop. Just going to squidge that one in. And what you will notice, sorry, I know I'm off camera. what you will notice is that as I'm holding it, can you see I'm stabilizing all of these? So I've got my fingers around them so that I'm not bending it and crunching it in my hand. And now we should have more of a centralized Rivoli. Yay. Okay, so we will continue to do these all the way around. But as I was about to say, you can see that because I've got my coils in here, I only have one seed bead. So it's just taking me to the outside. On this one, I'm going to have to add quite a lot more in because it's going to cover and go underneath the Rivoli. Why are these against me today? Just going to close that loop up. Okay, cool. So adding on extra seed beads, and this is why your seed beads are so fantastic, because they will be little little fillers. So can you see there? I'm just going to put that underneath the Rivoli so that it holds the seed beads. And because I've got one visible one here, I'm going to add on another one on this side as well. And then from the front, that's going to give me exactly the same finish. Okay, so those seed beads are going to have lovely, Angela, yes, I hold the spokes with my spare fingers, all those excess fingers that I have. When I go to the top of the wires, the pliers twist open. When I go to the top of the wire, the pliers twist open. So is that the nib of the pliers and then they kind of move over, Diane? In which case, it depends on what pliers you're using. I do find that some of the very small, delicate round nose pliers do that. You need a better quality plier. I hope they're not mine. Now I'm saying that. Mine have never twisted open on me, but there are a smaller pair. It's actually a blue pair. And the nib is so fine on it, they actually twist over. I think that's what you mean. So you can see with this one, I'm just going to straighten that up as well because it was slightly off kilter. All right, let's put that one in. And then we'll do the same thing again. So you'll just repeat your pattern. I won't do all of this because I want to get onto the big one because I've got a feeling you are going to want to make tree toppers. Because I'm pretty sure you will have some of these beads, these snowflakes on your tree, but have you got one up on top? I think every beader needs a beaded tree topper, don't they? I mean, that's just the rules. Let's pop this on. And there we go. So you can see it's going to start to take shape. Make sure that that's in the middle. And then we'll create our loop up at the top. Setting your Rivoli, we're just going to pop it into the very centre. And squeeze those over like so. And although it's a little bit wobbly at the moment, by the time I put all of my other beads on, that will stabilize it, and it's also going to lift up any of the wonkier edges as well because I've got that seed bead coverage underneath. Okay, they are your simple snowflakes. Do you want to go big? Let's go big and better. So now I am going to take one of my medium. So this is the 11, and I'll show you quickly if I lift you up. So the small one that we were creating, that's the smallest one that we have in the packs. This is the medium, so you can see it's quite a bit larger. And then the big one is absolutely huge. You get 4 of them in here. So large, medium, small. Okay, I'm going to use the medium and the large, and we're going to make our tree topper. Now this bit is a little bit fiddly, but we will get there. Perseverance. It's just a case of stabilizing it all. Okay, so I'm going to move these out of the way. What I'm going to do is take my largest star and I'm going to add in another one into the center. And so what that's going to do is give me this beautiful starburst. And I'm actually going to cut down some of the spokes. You don't need to, and actually it looks really lovely like this. I did cut down my other one ever so slightly. Oh, Diane says the pliers are jewelry maker. I'm glad they're not mine. If they are a softer wire, so it probably doesn't have a great hinge on it, you normally get kind of different qualities and depending on budget too. But yeah, when you're using a very thick wire, i.e. memory wire, all these stars, I think I know what you mean. When you're twisting it, the nib of the pliers actually twist, which isn't going to be able to give you a lovely loop. In which case I would say go halfway with your loop with your round nose pliers, and then squidge it in with your flat nose pliers. That should give you a good finish. Okay, where's my other Rivoli? Bear with. Here they are. They are hiding. So, get your gorgeous Rivoli and get your holder. And we're going to do pretty much the same thing as we just did with our smaller one. So you're going to take your lovely wire as well, and we're going to wrap these on. I'm taking probably about 25 to 30 centimetres of my wire. Didn't know you were doing snowflakes, strangely enough. I ordered mine a couple of days ago. Well, hey, well, Anne, I hope you've got them and you can make along with me. So first of all, I'm going to attach it on in exactly the same way we just have. Bottom left up to top right. Straighten this up. Bottom left through to top right. So it doesn't matter. You could go right to left. It really doesn't matter. Just go diagonally across so that we're going to attach it on. Move that wire into the very middle, and I'm going to attach it onto my smaller one first. Now, this is where you just decide what effect you would like. You could put the smaller one underneath the larger, or you could put the small on top of the large. What you will find is that as you bead it, and as you're adding on your beads, whichever one is at the top will protrude up. If I bring you up here, can you see how my smaller one is giving me that like starburst angle upwards, and the bigger one is going down? So depending on how you would like it to be, if you would like the big star to be at the front and the small bits go behind, put it behind. If you want them going forward, put it up on top. So you'll attach your Rivoli to the top one first. Rivoli holder into the middle, just like we have done a moment ago. So I'm just going to hold this wire, I'm just going to secure that under there to hold it into place, making sure my wire lines up with both of my horizontal spokes, the way I'm holding it here. A few little coils, squidge it down. A few little coils, squidge it down. And then we'll stabilise it on this side as well. A few little coils. Pinch it in and pinch it in. And then I'm just, as we did before, pushing those coils underneath my Rivoli. Okay. And then just make sure it's centralised. So, a couple of things to bear in mind here. You don't want to hold the spokes too hard, because of course you might damage or bend them. And also we would need to make sure that this Rivoli is going to sit in the middle, so it doesn't leave a lot of space for your fingers, because I want these stars to be offset so that I am getting that starburst, like so. So I'm holding with my finger underneath, my thumb up on top, and now I'm going to go, because I don't have any other holes that will line up with the spokes of the snowflakes, I'm going to go underneath, up, under, and over, all the way around. So I'm kind of creating almost like a little spider web. But what this will actually do, as I neaten and tidy it up, realign yourself, is going to stabilise all of these together. So now that I've come to the other side, I've met my other wire, I'm going to go over, under, and then I'm just holding it, realigning, grabbing hold of it to make sure they're all in the right place. Over, under, over. And if I turn this around, can you see that all of my wire is now holding everything into place? And I'm going to pull this nice and tightly so that I get it as near in to the base as I can. So you can squidge all of this wire down. On these ones, or actually, on these ones, because your coils are there, it's going to hold the wire in, or out rather, it won't let it come into the centre, but that's okay. I can already feel that that's really sturdy, it's already holding it into place, but I'm just going to use the remainder of my wire. So up and over, and it's, you can feel it become more rigid in your hand. Do you know if there will be any more availability on 12 Days of Christmas? Hubby has just given me money for it, but I know it's out of stock. Thank you for the reminder as well, because I needed to do a little announcement for that, but I was going to do it at the end. So the 12 Days of Christmas has sold out, but you can sign up to the waiting list. Kitty, if you're still watching, I know you guys did text me and ask me to tell everybody that, but I don't know how they can do that. So you can actually sign up to the waiting list. Maybe send an email. If we manage to be able to put any of the kits together, and we're not quite sure yet, but if we can, you will then get an email notification to say that you can purchase it. Okay, so pulling this through, I'm just going to secure my last one on this spoke here because I'm beginning to run out of wire. So I've just wrapped that around there, and then I'm going to take my cutters and cut it as near in as I can get. Now these are the sorts of tree toppers that you see in the garden centre, aren't they? Covered in crystals, covered in pearls, and they cost an absolute fortune. And all I'm using here are 2 of our star bases. So I'm going to hold this up so you can see the actual shape of it. I think it's gorgeous. And you've got these longer spokes coming out. Now the longer one down at the base, I would say would stay. These ones I actually trimmed down on the one that I was making. So use your memory wire cutters to be able to trim them down. For me, it was just a little bit off shape. So I've got my longer one up here. I took these ones down and I cut off maybe about, not even an inch. It was probably just to about there. Just to give me that perfect star shape. Probably have a look at the tree toppers that you've already got. Google a little image, and you'll get a lovely shape to be able to replicate. So now we've got an even more impressive snowflake. So we've turned our snowflake into a gorgeous star that will go on the tree. I'm going to finish my larger one with you. So that's how I've made the base. And now adding on your beads is exactly the same as our smaller star. It's just that this is super more impressive. Look, isn't it gorgeous? So remember what I was saying about graduating your sizes. Because this is a larger star, I've gone for larger beads. I'm still using the little ones as little spacers. And what I've done here is actually alternated the beads. Thank you. Kitty has just put up the link for the 12 Days of Christmas. I'm guessing you can sign up there and you will be notified when it's back in stock. Fingers crossed, everybody. I think they're going to raid the warehouse for more stock and see if we can get some more of you, some kits. So on my small star, I started with small beads. On the large star, I started with a large bead because that is also then going to give me that graduation. I've done exactly the same pattern, but it's just slightly offset so that I'll get this gorgeous little wave going through them, which is really lovely. So back to the small star, and we'll do exactly the same as we have on our little ones, using these seed beads as fillers. So add as many seed beads as you need to be able to get you into the position to start adding your feature beads. So we'll go for 3 first of all. Push those down as far as they will go. Perfect. So now I've got 2 hidden, 1 on top, and then we're going to go small pearl, my asteroid. So just following the pattern that we've got here. I didn't add a seed bead onto this one. The funny thing is, if on your first one you go wrong, you're going to have to do them all the same way. So I think I meant to add a seed bead in there, but missed it. But hey ho. The whole thing will be like it now. Smaller one, then a seed bead. And can you see how I'm holding it as I'm working? I'm stabilizing these in. Could you add a Rivoli on the other side to make it double-sided? Yes, of course you could. So if I go back to this one here, this is the base of the one that we were just making. Oh, where have the Rivolis gone? Here they are. So do exactly the same thing. So this will then sit flush. So from the side, we'll have this here. What I would do is add your beads on first because, actually, no, don't add your beads on first. Add this one on. Just be careful when you're holding it. It's just going to make it a little bit trickier. So we'll do exactly the same thing. Would you like me to add it on so that you can have a little look? I'm going to go for a little bit less wire here because I'm not going to have as much space to wrap. But we can probably secure this one on super simply, almost as we have done the first, because my first Rivoli, this one, is combining all of my spokes together. So that is what's giving me my foundation and holding it all together. This one is just decorative, just like it was on our smaller star. So secure this wire underneath this one first so I can hold that one on nice and tight. Lining this up, finger in the middle to hold it into place, and then we'll just wire wrap just like we did with our little small one, because this one doesn't need to be functional and hold those stars together. This one is purely decorative. So we'll do that, turn it around, and then wrap this one on as well. So just back to those coils and pushing it in. Like so. Oh man, this is gonna be a posh tree topper. There we go. Let's add our crystals in because I want to see this now. So pop your Rivoli in. Top and bottom, left and right. Squidge that into place. You could put some glue in there if you wanted to, but these little Rivolis, these Rivoli holders are super secure anyway. Oh, I just even like it like that. Sometimes simple things look really good, don't they? And now you've got your double-sided, double-layered, double spoked snowflake. So we've made it into a really posh star, which I think looks absolutely gorgeous. And of course, remember, once you have sandwiched your beads in onto all of these, it's going to hold those in even stronger. For now, or even more securely, I should say, for now, it's just a case of holding your form together. And then all of those beads are going to add on and add some extra dimension. Beautiful. Rightio. So I'll just go through the loops one more time as well. So as you're holding it all together, just make sure that you're not damaging any of the spokes or moving them. Kitty says if you get one strand of each bead and one bag of seed beads, it would be enough for several stars. Yeah, you'll easily get 4 tree toppers out of these. I mean, how posh do you want to be? How many trees have you got? But they will make the most amazing presents as well. Looks lovely hanging off the light or something. Yeah. My husband always takes the mickey out of me at Christmas because he always says if you stand still long enough, you'll have something hanging off of you. There ends up being a decoration on kind of every door handle and anything hanging, or anything, you know, like the doorknobs on the TV unit and all that kind of thing. I just hang something on everything. So it goes, oh, don't stand still too long, you'll have something hanging off of you. And these would just be gorgeous in your windows. Oh, Susan says, I was thinking would look good in a window. Absolutely. I did want some stars. I was going to buy some little, like little paper lanterns. Wrong bead. Little paper lanterns to hang in the windows, little light ups. But actually, these would look gorgeous as well. You get 4 of your largest stars. Yeah, pack of 4. So if you get one pack of stars in the large and one in the small, you'll be able to make 4 of these, which will be absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I'm just going to finish off this one so that we can also do the loop, because I just want to show you how to just be really careful, because of course we're adding in quite a lot of weight. We're adding on all these spokes, so it's not as easy to hold, and we want to make sure that we don't obviously damage any of it. Now, if it gets to the stage whereby you do need to trim some off, just use your wire cutters for your memory wire. Like I said, see your memory wire shears, or if you've got a pair of super strong heavy duty ones like I do, that you always use for your wire, just don't use your good pliers because this will dent them just like memory wire will. Okay, so there is my pattern finished. You can see it's starting to come together. I'll finish this today at some point, a bit of a mad day, but I will finish it at some point, and I'll pop a little picture on Instagram and Facebook. Okay, so let's move these out of the way. I'm going to sit it on the table so that I don't need to be a star. A star isn't just for Christmas, says Angela. I love it. Yeah, have them up all year round. So I'm sitting the rest of it on the table so that I'm not putting too much strain. I'm going to lift this up, and then I can actually get in kind of underneath or over some of the other spokes. So I'm just stabilising the spoke that I am working on and twisting that under, and just make sure that you don't put any stress on the star that is on the table. There we go. And that's going to start to come together beautifully. Lovely. I won't keep you much longer because I'm sure you don't want to just see me sit here and thread the beads on, but it's going to be a gorgeous make, beautiful presents, and it's just taking very simple materials that we are all used to working with. Everybody has them, or if you don't, you can get them today. I don't think you're quite a beader if you don't have beaded Christmas decorations, but of course you want to do something a little bit different with them. So you can double side them with your Rivolis and add on as many spokes as you wanted to. You could even, if you want to go really fancy, you could even add on a smaller one as well, so you could triple layer it. I wasn't sure about doing it last night. Where's my completed one? But you could also add that in as well. And go even bigger. Line it up properly for you. Oh, thank you, Al. It's doing so well. And then you've got that one in there as well. So that is the smallest one, just in the background. Curly, come and say goodbye to everyone. Come here. So thank you so much. Happy Sunday. Now we all know it's Sunday. Kitty will be with you tomorrow morning. Oh, shh. Enough. Sorry, guys. Kitty will be with you tomorrow morning, so join her at 10 o'clock. I think she also has the Create and Craft show this week, Wednesday at 9 a.m. So you'll get a double whammy of Totally Beads on Wednesday, because then you'll have the lovely Sarah Payne afterwards as well. Oh, sorry, I've sent everyone's cats and dogs crazy, haven't I? Wouldn't be one with me without a disruption, would it? Sorry, guys. Really hope you loved it. Do share your pictures in the Totally Handmade group. I would love to see the colours that you're going for and all sorts of things. We do have lots of different colours of the Rivoli as well. Oh, everyone's saying good morning to him. Bless him. I'm going to go and take him for a rather wet walk now. It's not very nice here today. But there are lots of other colours of the Rivoli as well, so you can go and have a look. Oh, before I go as well, I'm just going to talk to you quickly about Bead Club. Now, we do have a couple of places left on some of our classes. I'm going to quickly take you to the website, beadclub.co.uk, which you can sign up for a monthly subscription, which will give you access to either, whichever one suits you, a Thursday evening or a Friday morning. And you can have a little look at some of the upcoming classes. So this is December. So 26th of November, we've had that already, haven't we? So then the 3rd of December, so that is this Thursday and Friday morning. You're going to be making some gorgeous stars. Then you're going to be making the gorgeous beaded bauble cover with Kitty on the 10th. And then a tubular chenille stitch bracelet with me on the 18th. And I've got that bracelet here now, so I thought you might like to see it in the flesh. I will share some pictures. I've got some nice little pictures and a nice little video of it. But have a look at this. So if you fancy just having a little sit down, it is on Zoom. So we have a gorgeous group on the Thursday night and the Friday morning. If you have a little bit of time to yourself, it's normally about two and a bit hours. Thank you, Kitty. Kitty's just put up the link to the website. This is what I'm going to be making on the 18th. which is a gorgeous bracelet. We're actually making a chenille tubular stitched bicone bracelet with a lovely innard in there as well to keep it all nice and secure. It looks gorgeous when it's on, and it's surprisingly an easy and quick make. So we will be mastering that on the 17th and 18th, or 18th and 19th it will be. Really, really gorgeous. And then that'll be it before Christmas. So thank you all for joining me. Hope you have a lovely Sunday. I will see you next Sunday for my other Facebook Live. Thank you, Sarah. We'll have to watch it back. Missed the beginning, but loved what I saw. Oh, thank you, Lorna. Maxine says, thank you so much, Sarah. Enjoy your day. Thanks for the demo. Take care all and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you all so much. I will see you next Sunday. Enjoy your week. Stay safe. Lots of love.